on changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand up the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think.
Addison Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys. Believe it. Yeah, this you got is a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L. All day. Every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We got to go to free agency. Then we got to go to draft. Then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. And Keystone is in the upside down as we speak. I don't know what happened to my boy in the midst of the intro. We were fine. We were regularly talking. And my boy ended up in the upside down with 11 of them. It's crazy out here, man. How y'all doing out there in Cowboy Nation, though, man? It's your boy, Addison Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And we will be entering the Keystone Sleeper Files today, man. Yeah, we're going to be entering the Keystone Sleeper Files today, man. If you was asleep, we're going to wake you up, man, because we're going to be looking at some prospects that are not highly touted, but they will be able to change the trajectory of somebody's franchise if you get them in the right situation with the right people. So, and while my brother works through his technical difficulties, man, we do have the most nefarious one of them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most dastardly, evil, conniving, manipulative creature on God's green earth?
Hold on,
the only right answer will be Landlord from Alabama.
I like that, though. I might start my video, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most nefarious of them all? And then they gonna know, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that.
They gonna answer back, you landlord.
You landlord, you the man. I'm like, yeah, you right. You better know it. You better know it. I like that, though. But man, y'all crazy, man. How everybody doing, man? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This round of time where you kind of get sort of burnt out, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been talking about the same draft and the same situation, same players for the longest. And now it's getting, you know, I'm getting anxious. I'm just ready for the draft to come about now. But when you do stuff like what we finna do, talk about some of these sleepers, that might bring you back up. It's like the smelling salt. You know what I'm saying? You find some of these gems that nobody's talking about, and it gets you back into that mode. So I'm glad we're doing this show today, man.
Indeed. So Keystone, how you been, man? Talk to the people, man.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
you good.
What's going on, chat? You know me, man. It's been a minute since we all locked in. You know what I'm saying? So, as usual, I'm always grateful and proud to be a part of this. Season 5, I'm looking forward to hit more like I did my last 4. Let's go.
Indeed. Always a pleasure to have you in there, man. Keystone puts in a lot of work. He always finding gems in the draft prospects. So we're going to tap into that. But before we get started, man, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the cash apps. Everybody on here are independent content creators. Everything we do out to make this content work, we do it off the muscle. And we are currently under a RICO, me and Landlord. So YouTube still hates us. We still being suppressed. They still ain't trying to let us make no bread off this. So we're doing this for the love of the game right now. So if you want to support your independent content creators and help us keep the lights on, make sure y'all hit those cash apps. Mine is $Henny the Moore. Landlord's is Landlord 723, and Keystone's is at wait. That's $Tavis Banks, right?
Yes.
All right, cool, because I'm blind. So, yeah, I thought I could see it. I could see it. So, yeah, make sure y'all hit those cash apps, man. And we're going to, before we get too far into the content, though, man, we got to talk about this. It's weighing heavy on my conscience right now. So, they're saying that prospective wide receiver prospect Kyren Lacy is dead at the age of 24. It has been confirmed by the LSU Tigers, his former team. And they're saying that he took himself out, man. So, God be with his mother, his family, his friends, the people that loved him and cared about him. And listen, we all know the situation that transpired, about what allegedly happened. But, my sentiments on it is this, man. Like, he without seeing cast the first stone. There is not a person here alive that has never made a mistake. There's not a person here alive that has never done something wrong. And, man, that's up to God to decide at the end of the day what should and should not happen to a person, man. So I seen a bunch of weird people celebrating his death like he was a terrorist or Hitler or some shit. Y'all is weird. And wow. I want you to also know, hypocrites burn in hell just like killers. Hypocrites will burn in hell just like any other sinner, man. You all have your own problems to look into and take care of and better yourself in, man. So don't be weird celebrating the death of a stranger.
I mean, I'm not too in detail though, like what the case had. Like I know what happened, but I don't know, like, was he driving reckless? Was he drunk? I don't know anything like that. So could you fill me in on that?
So they're saying that he was driving reckless. There doesn't appear to be alcohol involved. But they say that he was driving reckless and he caused an accident that took the life of a 70-plus-year-old Army veteran. He did pass away, unfortunately. His wife also sustained injuries, and he was going to have his day in court. So it was not his intent to harm anybody. He made a mistake. He's a young kid. He made a mistake. If he did do it, But like he lost pretty much everything behind it. This was a guy that had first round grades from some scouts, and he was going to probably be undrafted or be a late round pick. He had to go through this entire legal process, and I don't really know if he did it or didn't, but something was weighing heavy on his conscience, and he ended up taking his own life, man. So it's sad.
I just hate that type of stuff, man, because I mean, it's literally an accident. It's unfortunate for the other victims. There's a lot of victims in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So we're not acting like we don't have sympathy for the other people.
Of course.
But at the same time, man, like, we know this young man didn't wake up that day and say he wanted to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't his intentions. And it was just a terrible mistake on his behalf, or if he was the guilty party in it. And it's just so unfortunate, man. It's a terrible situation for both sides. Prayers up to their families and his family after this. It's just terrible, man. And I just have to say this. I just lost one of my close friends, like childhood friends, that's like, you know what I'm saying, in a random car accident. So it been weighing heavy on me too. So R.I.P. to my boy Mike Walker, man. I just had to say that. Prayers up to him and his family. And this is this week. So, you know, his funeral was Friday. So it's just been crazy, man. It's a crazy turn of events. Like, life is so short, anything can happen. Like, at the snap of a finger, like, your life could change and shift. So, yeah, we need to be happy, and, you know, prayers up to all our people that's still with us, man.
Yes, indeed, man.
And God bless the whole entire LSU environment, everybody that he played with from top to bottom all through his career. It's just sad for your life to go before it even started. Dak made it clear. Talk to somebody. Ask somebody for help if you need it. And for him to just go like that, it's just, man. I feel for him. May God bless his family and friends. Rest in peace, Kyren.
Yeah, man. And listen, man, I'm going to say it like this. Hold that thought. Y'all keep cooking. I got to take this phone call.
Yeah, I just hated too that the fact that, you know, this kid had so much promise, man. And I know he worked his whole life. You don't get to a level like this, work your whole life, man, play football his whole life, working to get to this level and
it's
get to this
throw
point.
It away like that.
Yeah, and then just one event, just throw it all up in smoke. So, you know, that's just like Dak, man. Dak made a post about it. You know, he got his Ask for Help campaign after his brother committed suicide too. So it's like, yeah, I know that touched Dak real closely. And, you know, you got to ask for help, man. You got to be able to talk to somebody about this type of stuff, man. You know, especially us black men. I know we kind of struggle with talking about stuff like that, but you got to at least have somebody like a brother, a partner, somebody that you can talk to about those type of things and type of issues like that. When we don't like doctors and stuff like that, but you need somebody to talk to about it.
Yeah, please. Especially when you live under a system that's not designed for you. So you have to talk to somebody outside of that, whether it's family or friends. You got to reach to somebody. It's okay to talk. You can't just carry a whole bunch of burden and pain and think that everything is going to be okay, because it can lead to these type of situations if you're not careful. Yeah. Everybody cannot make it in this world alone. I don't care how strong you are or how strong you say or how weak you become. Reach out to somebody. It's perfectly okay.
Facts.
And hey, man, I personally believe there is nothing that you cannot come back from, man. If God can deliver Saul and make him Paul, then he can deliver anybody, man. So if you made a mistake, you could put that work in, man, and get everything back on track. Just like the Henry Ruggs situation. I know that was quite unfortunate what happened. Young prospect, similar incident. He's supposed to get out next year, and there's a chance he might end up back in the NFL, man. It's like, you never give up hope. Like, there's as long as you're here on earth, there's a future for you to be able to go out there and carve out what you want to be in life, man. So don't ever get too far down. Stuff happens. Stuff happens to the best of us, man. Sometimes we all feel down. Sometimes we all fall short of what we want to do. Sometimes our dreams are deferred, man, but they're never, they're never completely defeated as long as we can keep pushing, man, and pushing forward. So if it gets rough for you, man, reach out to somebody, talk, pray, meditate, but hey, just keep fighting and stay here, man. People care about you, people love you, and people want the best for you. Just
no lie, even the people on my channel, man, I swear to God, if y'all going through anything like that, you can hit me up. I swear to God, and I make time. Like, real talk. Like, y'all got my information, Instagram, Twitter. You know what I'm saying? If you need somebody to talk to on that type of time, man, I'll be here. No lie.
Same thing with me. Keystone Cowboy on X. You can DM me for all my followers that's live right now. If something's going, just say Keystone. I need a word in my ear. I need a wise wisdom word in my ear. And I'll be sure to give that to you, because all lives matter, man.
Amen.
Thanks.
And hey, same here. If you need to talk, man, you can reach out to Henny Moore, man. We will chop it up. We ain't gotta be close. We ain't gotta be best of friends. But man, everybody needs a listening ear, man. Now, everybody needs somebody, and I would rather listen to your problems, man, than have to say prayers for your family for your passing. So just reach out, man. It'll be all right.
Facts.
And to follow up on that, Henny, and you know what's silly? I mean, you know what's the biggest, greatest moment of that? You never know. We probably might need to hear something from y'all that could make us in a better position. That's why it's important to talk amongst one each other, because you never know who might need to hear something from somebody.
Amen. So, man,
Absolutely.
Prayers up for the kid, his family. Prayers up for the veteran and his family, man. I just pray for healing for the entire situation.
Facts.
But on a less somber note, man, you know, I just had to just speak on that because that was weighing heavy on my conscience at that point. I do got some good news though. That's not Dallas Cowboys related or anything.
Please,
like
let's talk about football now. This is too much.
Yeah, I know. Your boy hit 3,000 subs, baby.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do
go.
it.
Yeah, let's go.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Put those round of applause in the chat, everybody.
Congratulations, man. You deserve it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. And hey, I appreciate all y'all for y'all help, for y'all support. It's been a long road, man. You know, sometimes I get frustrated. I don't feel like the channel growing fast enough. But, you know, this means a lot to me, man, because I know that this was organic. I know that the folks that are subbed to my channel really rock with me. I know that y'all really rock with the Cowboys and my content. There were no steroids involved. We ain't using no performance-enhancing drugs. We ain't pay for no views, pay for no subs. It was all off the love, all off the muscle. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, grassroots, man. Hey, completely certified, top to bottom. So I thank all of y'all for everything that y'all done did, man. All the love y'all done shown, all the donations that y'all done gave over the years. To keep supporting us and pushing us through, man. So thank y'all for everything, man. Y'all been the realest, and we gonna keep grinding, man. 3,000 today, 30,000 tomorrow, man. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. So yeah. So let's
Henny
talk about
3,000. That's what they call them on the streets.
Yeah,
Henny 3,000.
Henny 3,000 is really Henny 3,000 now, man. So yeah, hey, also shout out to my boy Rico Jones, man. He been pushing that Henny 3000 super hard for me. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate the love. You were one of the realest, man. So hey,
Salute.
and thank all of y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. So hey, let's start with some of these sleepers though, man.
Let's do it.
All right, man. So I'm gonna start. Keystone, you are the guest, man. We're gonna start with one of your people, man. We're gonna start with an offensive line prospect from your sleeper file. We done dug deep and hard. Now, I want y'all to really give a round of applause to my boy Keystone, because I ain't going to hold you. I don't be looking no Western Michigan people. I ain't know who Marshawn Nealon was last year, but my boy out here scouting Western Michigan people. He got another one coming out the press for you. So, man, who is this man? Why do we care? What he does well? Talk to him, Keystone. You got the floor.
I like Addison West because of the fact that he was first team All-American, and he has the anchor. He has the frame, as you can see in the picture. Yes, he has to bulk up a little bit. Yes, he got to work on power. And you do got to work on his footwork, but those are like certain things that can always be souped up by Duke. Shout out to Duke Manyweather. But when you look at this guy, not only he's versatile in the guard and the center position, but on the same note, we got to look at him because he might come due to the fact that he is Marshawn Nealon's teammate. But as far as me breaking him down, I believe he got what it takes to be a rotational guy, maybe a starter. But at the end of the day, we'll see if he makes the team.
Gotcha. So what round grade would you give to Addison?
I'll give him a 4th.
You got a 4th on him, okay.
Due to his lack of explosiveness and power, and as well as his feet.
Okay. So got a 4th round grade. It's not bad. And when we talk about 4th round picks, Dallas Cowboys historically, at least in recent history, have done well in the 4th. You think about Tyler Biadasz, he went on to be a Pro Bowl center for you. He was a 4th round pick. You talk about Dak Prescott, your all-pro quarterback. Tony Pollard developed into a Pro Bowl running back. He was also a 4th round pick. Jake Ferguson was a 4th round pick. So the Dallas Cowboys have done well with players in the 4th round. Now we don't have a 4th round pick, but we might be able to try to acquire one with a trade back scenario at one point during this draft. But yeah,
and I've been everywhere trying to find his film. Please forgive me. I've been trying to find his film. I've been even checking in with my film plug. He even said he has no info on this guy. I said, y'all gotta be killing me. It's a shame when you go by his profile, but I'd like to see more into this guy when it comes to his film.
I understand that. that. Damn show. So, landlord, I'm gonna see if I can find your guy back in here, man, because I don't think we spend enough time talking about Malachi Moore, man. I need you to tell everybody in the world the complete rundown on Malachi Moore and why it's disrespectful for him to be mocked in the 6th and 7th rounds the way they got it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, my boy Malachi Moore out of the city, he a city hometown kid, Birmingham. Hey, he was a 4-year starter. You know what I'm saying? One of the leaders on the defense. One of the people that made sure everybody was aligned. He was showing a lot of leadership. Got a lot of range. Had one of the best coverage ratings. He was doing everything you wanna see out of safety. And for some reason, they don't like him, though. You know what I'm saying? They doing him real dirty, and I feel like he's going to be a steal for somebody. He's going to be a steal. Especially in the later rounds, I really feel like he's going to be one of those guys. Last year, he had 70 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 2 forced fumbles, 10 pass defense, and 2 interceptions. And that's being a safety, having a lot of production right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't got a bunch of interceptions, but he got a lot of tackles, and he's getting his hands on the football. 10 passes defended. I guarantee you it ain't a lot of people that got double-digit passes defended these days, and especially at safety. You know what I'm saying? So he's a very productive guy, man, and I feel like he's going to be a gem for somebody in the later rounds. Or maybe even undrafted. I doubt it. I doubt he go undrafted. Like you said, an 89.4 coverage grade. To us, look, to me and him, we was thinking he was going to be like the 2nd or 3rd best safety. Like, we was like Malachi up there. Then for some reason, the draft guys just don't find them that appealing to them. So I'm telling you, I feel like we see him playing football. I don't know about all the other things that they try to, equate to, but him as a football player, I feel like he's going to be a steal for somebody.
Hey, shout out to Hallelujah for the Cash App, man. Thank you for the love and support. My guy said, salute Kings, congrats Hen. That's a real one right there, man. Thank you so much. Salute. I appreciate you for showing love, man. And also, I agree with you, landlord, because I really comp him to one of his former teammates, man. He remind me a lot of Brian Branch.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about the versatility, his ability to play the slot, his coverage ability, and also his willingness to blitz and tackle, being a physical defender. I really don't understand why folks don't like Malachi Moore like that, man. I don't, did he get hurt? Do he got some off the field issues going on? I don't know, but
he is from Birmingham, so.
But it's a Bama guy, and you speaking rangy. That alone is Brian Branch himself.
Yeah,
real talk. Like, I don't get it. I like the kid. If you were talking, I didn't give him a low grade. I gave him a 2nd round grade.
I gave him a 3rd round.
So they don't sound like that. Regardless, they don't sound like a 6th. They don't sound like 5th. They don't sound like 7th. So like anybody that ends up with Malachi Moore on their team, man, they getting a steal, because this man got like 2nd round in the 1st round production for his career.
And then he a dog. He gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? He gonna fight you. You can't be a leader without being that type of dude, man. I want y'all to know, like, it's not easy getting the respect of men. You gotta be one of those. You know what I'm saying? You think you can't half step and then galvanize the people enough to take over and be a leader of men. You can't do it. It only comes from hard work. That's how you become a leader. And we know he was a leader and a 4-year starter on Alabama. So you could take that to the bank.
So we talked about one of your sleepers, Keystone. We talked about one of your favorite sleepers, Landlord. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite sleepers. Of course, it's a wide receiver. Sue me. Torrey Horton, Colorado State.
He's in my files, too.
Yeah, he's a superb prospect, man. Ran it out a lot better on the RAS than a lot of people expected. There were some questions about what his actual speed was. Went out there at the combine and ran a 4.4, 4.41 if I'm not mistaken. Excellent size. He's about 6'3". Nice hands, a good route runner, physical. And what's crazy is this man went from having some conversation about is he a first round wide receiver to he'll probably be a late round pick. Now he is coming fresh off an injury. He had an injury that greatly limited him. He only played like a handful of snaps this season. But the man was only 35 yards short for being the all-time Mountain West receiving leader. Like he was 35 yards short of being the GOAT for his conference.
Overlook that, Henrock. You cannot overlook that, and that's a man that killed Colorado this year.
Yeah, he was cooking in the Colorado game. I believe it was 16 catches for 133 yards, a receiving touchdown, and a touchdown pass.
Yes, sir.
So,
I was watching that game. That's what really put me on to Torrey after that game.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Matter of fact, him and the tight end. The tight end got drafted last year. Heckler, how you say his name?
Can't pronounce his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that really showed me they had some dogs over there. But yeah, man, like he's one of my favorite prospects out the draft. Now, don't get it twisted.
Don't sleep on Trey McBride. He just got an extension, and look where he came from.
Colorado State. Yep.
One thing I do like about him, though, I feel like he ran a great time for to be coming off of that injury.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He coming off of the ACL injury and ran a 4.41. And then, if you think about it, that's impressive. What a real healthy Torrey Horton would have ran. You know what I'm saying? That makes you wonder. And like you said, he's been a very productive wide receiver in this league. So, hey, he might be a gem for somebody. And then he got nice size. What, he like 6'3", right?
6'3".
Yeah, he's 6'3", and ran a good 40 time. He a little nimble on his steps too. I kind of like him. He's not my favorite guy, but I like some of the things I see him do though. I do.
Yeah, he a great contingency plan.
But I mean to cut you off. When y'all breaking down Torrey Horton, a guy out of Louisville, Ja'Cory Brooks, he had an injury history in his time being, but he's a good 50-50 guy. He's a pretty good route runner, and he got good bursts. This is a guy that gave my Canes a little bit of hell. Louisville could have beat us that game. That's what turned me on to him. That's why I say them certain traits that Torrey has, Ja'Cory Brooks out of Louisville got the same traits. But Torrey's just a little bit more taller and a little bit more bigger.
I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to look into it. I haven't really looked at Ja'Cory Brooks like that, man. So, see what I mean when we chop it up with Keystone, he be put us on some folks, man.
See, we be having to be, you know what I'm saying, a little more wilder with our reins. Keystone be digging in the crates. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's important. That's important. We need that. That's a great service for the space. You know what I'm saying? So when we get some of these undrafted guys, we probably been already heard of them from Keystone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. Matter of fact, man, let's move on to one of your other sleepers that we have here, man. Let's move on to one of your other sleepers. My boy was real high on Kyle Williams, wide receiver, Washington State. And just a little power stat for y'all. Against man coverage this year, 505 receiving yards, 9 tutties, 20 receptions, 33 targets, 0 drops, and he averaged damn near 26 yards a catch against man coverage. His footwork
is just impeccable. Oh, my God. And his yards after catch, you can forget about it.
I like him. It's so crazy that we talking about him. Didn't I just tell you I was watching him today?
Yeah, we were talking
watching him today. For some reason, one thing I noticed about him, I don't know why. It's like he the smoothest runner I ever seen. Like he be like he just scooting on the field. Like it's crazy to me.
It feel
Like
he be gliding.
he really do just. I swear to y'all, bro. It's hard to describe what I mean. You just gotta see it. Like he's like a smooth runner. It don't even look like he trying hard, but he's just separating and just scooting on down the road, bro. It's hard to explain it, but you just gotta see it. He a smooth dude, and he running routes. I like what I see from him too. I like him. He is Dak friendly too.
Though.
Yeah, and he physical. I like him. I actually like him.
Yeah, he dope. The only knock on him is the competition he played, and he can't control that.
That's the same thing with Jalen Royals out of Utah State. Didn't mean to cut you off again, honey. Henny. I said honey.
Yeah, man. Pause. A thousand pauses. 1,000 pauses.
Hey, you know you be iffy sometimes. Cause look, if you only talk to the old lady a lot, you know what I'm saying, you might mess around and say "bae" or something. Hold on now, my bad. Be like, love you, babe. Like, damn, bro, this your homeboy. Like that. Oh, my fault, bro. My fault.
Get it up, my bad, yo. Get it out.
Man, but continue though, man. Continue.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing about Jalen Royals out of Utah State. He another guy that's just as solid as Kyle is, but when you look at him, it's the same question. The competition that he played, he really ain't faced real competitive teams. But when you look at their film and see what they bring, that's something that you just don't want to overlook because they're still Division I schools.
Mm-hmm. That's real right there, man. Hey, listen, I like Jalen Royals. It's hard for me to get behind a Utah State guy, and it's also hard for me to get behind a Utah State guy coming off an injury. I'm sure he'll be a good wide receiver, but you know, I'd be scared to risk it sometimes, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
I know. I'd be scared too. But hey,
indeed.
Scared money don't make money, fellas.
True.
That's very true. So let's move along to another person real quick, man. Hey, and if y'all are enjoying the content, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Make sure y'all hit the fuck out of an Eagles fan. They deserve it for trolling and being hoes. And make sure y'all hit that Cash App, man. $ Henny the Moore, $ Landlord 723, $ Tavis Banks, man. If you enjoy the content, let the folks know.
I know I spoke on this guy before, but I just feel like I don't hear his name getting talked about enough. And I think he pretty good. The Alec Ayomana. I think he's pretty decent, bro, from Stanford.
I know you're
Real talk. I like him. And he got a lot of different little skill sets that, you know what I'm saying, that will help us out. I feel like he could be somebody that you can spin back, like 3rd, 5th round, maybe. How far you think he gonna go? 3rd round?
Maybe
3rd.
3rd.
But he's
round.
scary, all because of Simi Fehoko.
Yeah, true.
You see how we look at Michigan players, so you gotta look at it that way.
Yeah, I don't want to judge the helmet though.
Right.
Cause I told him, excuse me, this wasn't a public conversation. Me and him had a conversation about a year or two ago when C.J. Stroud was coming out. You remember? I was like, I don't mess with Ohio State quarterbacks, but I was like, this kid kind of hard though. Didn't I say that? I was like, this dude, he accurate. He really throwing that bitch. So, you know, you can't really scout the helmet. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it is scary. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to mess with no Michigan players at all. Zero. But you know what I'm saying? You got to take it into consideration though.
Yeah, and what's crazy is like we say that and we miss Jordan Lewis already.
Yeah, but he was before them. It looked like we on a bad Michigan run right now.
Cause am I tripping or was Taco and Jordan Lewis not in the same draft?
May have been.
I think so. I think Jordan might have came the year after, if I'm not mistaken. But you might be right, Henny. I think it's the same year.
2017. They both for 2017.
Yeah, Ayomana lit Colorado up. He went crazy against them.
Was it like 300 yards or almost 300 yards? Something crazy.
Yeah, he went ballistic. And like, it's kind of difficult judging some of these type of receivers. You know what I'm saying? They might not have the best quarterback play, but I know in 2023 he played 12 games. He had 62 receptions, 1,013 yards, 6 touchdowns. He got to get the drops under control though. He got to get the drops under control. But I really don't see him as a body catcher like that. But I'll have to go back and do some more investigation. He had 6 drops in 2023 and 6 in 2024. So he didn't even improve. So that's why he's probably down here as a third rounder. And because he got the prototypical size. The dude is 6'2", 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And he ran like a 4.4. He ran a 4.4. So that sounds like a second round pick at least, right? That sounds like a second round pick if I tell you just his measurables, but it's something that's holding him back, and I think it was quarterback play. Now, like I said, the quarterback play could be a big time reason why he was dropping the ball so frequently, but you know, I'm gonna hold that in reserve till I detail on some of the film again. I want to know exactly what the problem was.
So he did run a 4.44.
Yeah.
6'2".
200 pounds, 206 pounds. That's
a big
the prototypical size for a receiver, bro. You like that?
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, like this the thing about Elliott. I watched every snap. In fact, y'all. Matter of fact, shameless plug. Y'all watch just the tape on YouTube. They have a lot of the prospects. They'll show you every single target, every single time they touch the football. So for your scouting purposes, if you're looking for a running back, a wide receiver, or a corner, they got you. But that really was one of the things that sort of turned me off about it was some of the drops.
Yeah,
he's not as bad as Savion Williams. Like I'm not saying his hands are more than decoration.
They actually functionable. You know what I'm saying? They have a purpose.
Now his hands occasionally, you know, no call, no show to work, but you know, like he don't have little Lego C cup hands like Savion Williams do. But
I told you though. Nah, but T.O. a one and done though. You ain't getting another one of them. You ain't getting another one of them.
We can't use that as the.
But we know T.O. was not the greatest catcher.
No,
he was awesome though. He was elite. He was great, bro. T.O. was great, bro. But he was never the hands catcher dude. Never.
He was the body catcher guy. He did it in he pretty much did his whole career. Did it in San Fran, did it with us, did it with the Eagles.
And T.O. will piss you off with a drop like that too. He'll be wide open, been and cook somebody, and just fight the football. Real talk.
But he ain't lying.
He do that. He used to do that, bro. He was a Cowboy. We remember that. We used to be cussing at the screen at T.O.
What's up, Peter?
But hey, then he'll just go the next play. He'll take it 50 yards, touchdown.
And we don't say nothing else.
Yeah, T.O. a GOAT though. He's a GOAT in my opinion. He's still a GOAT. I don't know how he pulled it off. Just imagine if he could catch like Mouse. If he can catch like Mouse, T.O. probably been a GOAT. Real talk. He might have been the GOAT for real.
Real talk. So,
but that's my 3 right now though. You know, Jerry, Mouse, T.O. I think it go like that. And really, you know, my favorite is Mouse. You know what I'm saying? I can't take what Jerry did, but I listen. I ain't never seen nobody play like Mouse, bro. I ain't never. No.
Low key, mine's is Sterling Sharp.
Yeah, Sterling was hard too.
Sterling was a dog.
Yeah. But when it comes to them catches and the ability, bro, you ain't seen nobody do what Mouse did, bro.
No, moving it, the way he moved at that size, man, he was a cheat code.
He was ridiculous. Then I swear to God, I remember. I probably could pull it up on Facebook. I said, man, y'all done let Mouse go to the Patriots. I said, oh, we done messed up. Them boys went undefeated. They almost won the Super Bowl.
Also, he said, I'm gonna answer this question for my boy because Joe is one of them. So I'm
now Calvin Johnson up there too now.
Yeah,
he up there. Megatron up there.
I'm always answering my folks' questions. He said, now that D-Law is gone, who's taking his place, and are we getting his replacement in the draft? You got his replacement last year, and Marshawn Nealon. Marshawn Nealon's comp was DeMarcus Lawrence. So matter of fact, that was the writing on the wall. I said when I found that out, I was like, oh yeah, D-Law's gone.
Believe it or not, D-Law knew that too, probably. That's probably why he was like, let me go, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's over with.
Yeah.
If I'm drafting somebody and their comp is somebody else that's already on the team, that nigga's it's over with. You might well find you a realtor.
I don't know about the Cowboys. Maybe I got to get into how Eberflus like to run. But the way I build my line, I would want 2 pass rushers, just like how we had Well and Spencer. And 2 dope defensive tackles. I don't care if my defensive end don't want to do too many run things. Know what I'm saying? Like I want them boys coming screaming out the edge, bro. I want them screaming out the edge. I feel like that's when you the biggest threat. If your defensive tackle's doing their job, instead of having a defensive tackle like Nealon that can play the run and all that, I just need you to set the edge, and I need my linebackers to be better. I probably need better linebacker play and better defensive tackle play. I want 2 absolute manic buffoons coming off the edge, coming at the quarterback. That's what I want. Like I want to pair Michael with somebody. I would love that. We got Sam Williams though, so let's see what happens with that.
I mean,
when you look at that linebacker class, there are some linebackers in the draft. I got one that was top 10 in tackles for loss, one of the top tacklers going in this year, and he's a gap shooter. And that's Shaun Dolac out of Buffalo. I like that guy that can come in rotational. He can play the mic and he can play the mic and the wheel.
What you say his name is? What you say his name is?
Shaun Dolac out of Buffalo. This is a guy, he was one of the top tacklers this year. And he's top 10 in tackles for loss. This kid is a headhunter. And he had a couple of pick sixes. Look at that East Michigan film.
What's his name again?
That game.
You said Shaun Dolac.
Shaun Dolac.
Matter of fact, I'm finna see if I can find him real quick on your stuff.
Yeah, he's up there.
I know he is. I'm finna see if I can add it to the show since we talking about it. I want people to get a visual.
What school he went to?
Buffalo.
He went to Buffalo. University of Buffalo.
And he a linebacker?
I was on him last year because I remember his teammate Joe Andressen. He was another coverage linebacker guy. But he's in the league now.
And listen, I never poo-poo on Buffalo players because that's where Khalil Mack ass came from. Khalil Mack played at Buffalo. And ever since then, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give him a chance. You got to at least have one great – if you're a small-ass school like that, you got to have at least one great player come from there.
I see him. They said in 2024, he had 168 tackles. My God. He went ballistic.
And we need that.
This dude went ballistic, bro. 18.5 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, and 10 passes defense, and 5 interceptions. This dude is ridiculous.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I might have to go look at this guy.
I'm going to look at him now.
Keystone be cooking, bro. I done called him Keyshawn Johnson.
He
I'm thinking about
balling.
Receivers.
He
balling
balling right now.
Listen, man, I got to go check this dude out. Them stats looking ridiculous, though. Right? Listen to this one more time, y'all. This man has 168 tackles. Like, that's ballistic. Like, what? We call that a good year if you have 100 tackles. And he got 18.5 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, and 5 interceptions.
Ridiculous.
Five
interceptions.
interceptions.
Crazy, bro. This dude then went crazy.
He went crazy this year.
5 interceptions for a linebacker?
I promise you, I gotta check this dude out. I promise you. Probably after this show, I'm going straight to that tape.
And listen, I don't
sound crazy.
I don't give a damn if he played you, me, and Keystone in football. You get 5 picks as a linebacker. You went crazy.
Man, listen, 106. What's the like the milestone for a linebacker? I think it's 100 tackles, right?
It's like 100 tackles.
You get 100 tackles. You know what I mean? Like how 1,000 yards was for a running back. That's the milestone you want to reach. For a linebacker, I assume it's like 100 tackles. This man had 168. That's crazy, bro.
Ridiculous.
That is crazy. He is a tackling machine.
Yes, he is. And he got floor journal written all over him. And that's what Dallas needs.
What round they got him at?
I got him. You know what? Due to that production right there, he should be a 3rd round. But coming from a small school of Buffalo, it could knock him down to a 4th, maybe a 5th round. But
let me tell you the read up on him.
yes.
It says Shaun Dolac, one of 5 children, grew up outside of Buffalo, New York. His father, John, who coached Dolac growing up, died of cancer in 2016. Dolac played football and lacrosse at West Seneca High School. He received scholarship offers to play lacrosse, but college football was his dream after a slow recruitment. He spent 2019 season at Milford Academy, then walked on at Buffalo in 2020. He was put on a scholarship before the 2021 season. After briefly transitioning, spent 2024 spring with Utah State. He returned to Buffalo and became the first consensus All-American in school history. FBS best with 168 tackles. Dolac played with boundless energy and decisive read and react skills to drive on the football and explosive to his target. Though he is fast in open field, he can struggle working through high traffic areas. He does a great job anticipating and attacking passing lanes in the MAC, but covering NFL athletes will be a much different task. Overall, Dolac will be limited in areas because of his lack of size and strength, but his competitive mentality and production will endure him to the NFL coaches. He has the ingredients of a special teams ace similar to Tyler somebody. But he put his opinion at the end, but man, I'm looking at this guy as soon as we get up off of here.
All right, he's 6'1", 221 pounds, ran a 4.6 at the combine. Let me see what that bench press looking like. 25 reps. That's not bad for a 6'1" linebacker.
See his size. They going off a straight size.
Oh, they said 4.55 at the pro day though.
This dude might be Fred Warner. You know what I'm saying? They going off a size. Like all right, we gonna see.
Matter of fact, hey, do me a favor. Can you look up? They got him as undrafted. Shit, I burnt if he gonna be that.
Yeah, they got a free agent. They got a grade free agent. They don't even think he's going to get drafted with numbers like that.
Listen, if he's still on the board, I'll burn a 7th-round pick on him.
He is 23 years old already.
Man, that don't mean that's normal college age, landlord.
Shit, it don't seem like it, do it. Let me see. 23.61. What that is, the 6 month?
Yeah, he'll be 24 soon. But Kyren Lacy was 24 already. Andrew Armstrong finna come into the league at 25. Somebody just got drafted last year by the Denver Broncos at 27. That's actually an old
That
man.
nigga my age. I'm just playing.
That nigga got kids.
That nigga got a wife, a baby mama, a girlfriend on the side. That nigga got a lot of shit going on.
Mortgage. Man, calm down, man.
I can't wait to see this dude here, though. Yeah, his numbers is crazy.
Crazy.
But do we need linebacker help right now?
Yup.
You think so?
Yup. No offense. Other than the guy we had last year, who do we really have, to be honest with you? Because we really ain't got no strong side linebacker, and we've been needing that for Lord knows how long.
Where they was playing Louisville?
Louisville, I like him.
Where they was playing him at? Was he a strong?
I think he played strong side. They actually moved him around a little bit. I think he got snaps at all 3 linebacker spots.
I ain't gonna hold you. I really like Louisville. Like for real, I think he's a playmaker. I think he's underrated. If you go back and look at some of the things he was doing when he got on the field, this man made plays. I'm telling you straight up. Like, soon as he got on the field, it seemed like he made something happen. Like, go back and watch. You're gonna be like, yeah, landlord was right. He always made some kind of way, made a fumble. He did something. significant. Almost with the limited opportunities he had, he made some shake. So it just, to me, it felt like he got a knack for the ball. He just got a nose for the football some kind of way. Huh?
He do. He's a
Lure
head.
foul. Yeah, he do.
Yo,
He got a nose for it.
So they were saying that 25 reps on the bench was the second best of all the linebackers behind Teddy Buchanan. They got Dolac flying up draft board since his pro day. He said some people have him going as high as the fifth. So between the fifth and undrafted is a very wide range. But all you got, what I do know is it only takes one team to like you. We like him just off what we heard, because that sound like video game numbers.
Man, that sound like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Teddy Buchanan, he's in my fouls too. What's up, Pete? Shout out to Teddy Buchanan. He another headhunter, blitzing type of guy. He's in my fouls too, because he had a solid game against Miami.
Okay, so they're saying that Lil Fowl did play some middle linebacker due to injury. So I think Lil Fowl actually does have snaps at all three linebacker spots now.
Just got to figure out which one is best for him.
Agreed. So yeah, we probably do, just because we haven't re-signed Eric Kendricks. We also know that Shaun is going to be coming off an injury. We know that that boy Clark needs to take his ass and sit on the bench, pass out Gatorade. Yeah.
Damone is not it, bro. He let 2-3 rookies come jump him. It's crazy at this point, bro. For real, like.
Yeah. I guess
we had so much hope, and everybody felt like that was a steal. Everybody felt like Damone Clark was a steal in the fifth, and he stole money from us. That's what we probably should have been saying. Yeah.
He said defensive tackle should be prioritized. Keystone, we got a defensive tackle for him, don't we? We got a defensive tackle for him somewhere. Hold on. There you go. I got a big fat nasty mother. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He killed Illinois this year.
Talk to him, man. Talk to him about that boy Jordan Phillips. Not the other Jordan Phillips, the new Jordan Phillips. You know, they dropping Jordan Phillips, you know, like Jordan. It's a new release.
All right.
That boy's strong. He's disciplined in the gaps. Got fluid hips. And he can shed blocks. Something that we gonna need in that interior. Somebody that can shed off of these big linemen that can help get to either the quarterback or to the running back. And this guy has that, man. When I seen him against Illinois, I said, who is this dude? And he's strong as a mother. He's strong as an ox too. But his lateral blocking is going to need some work. Gotta be more patient in his lateral blocking. But other than that, this kid got all the traits in the 3-tech. I know that he's not a 1, because when you look at these DTs, there's a good handful of them that's versatile that can play the 1 and the 3. That's how I was looking at CJ West out of Indiana.
So he a 1-tech, right?
Talks about. But Jordan Phillips, yes, be on the lookout for him. I like that kid.
He's like a tweener because he has 1-tech size, but his play style is more 3-tech-ish.
Well, I say this: if he is a tweener, I don't know about that, because he has never had a sack in his career.
Never.
In college. Not one.
4th round projection. So,
but that was his limited playing though, landlord. He had limited play in the league. He had limited reps in college. He only played like maybe 1.5 years.
Yeah, I see that. Tennessee don't count. He didn't do nothing though.
Yeah.
And then he played at Maryland. He had 28. In 2023, he started 11 games, had 28 tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss. And then in 2024, he played 12 games, 29 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. So that pretty much sums up his numbers. We know we're not looking for numbers for a defensive tackle like that, but I mean that is a little interesting. Like, you ain't even got a cleanup sack. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody ran into you and just boom, you got a sack. Like,
on accident.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Hug the gaps. I don't care about no damn sacks.
Yeah. For a defensive tackle, that ain't his main job, especially if he a 1-tech.
Dude, man, look at Mossy.
You ain't lying.
Let's go.
Damn. So, listen, this is how I feel. I'm gonna take the picture down. I want to talk to y'all because I don't even feel like I know folks want to draft defensive tackles. I want one that's already made. Honestly, like the way that I envision the Dallas Cowboys shoring up that one tech position was a free agent, veteran, signing. That's what I wanted.
Is it even possible right now?
I think it's too late now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, we shouldn't be in this position to talk about getting one tech in the draft. Is what I'm.
So we crying over spilled milk out here.
It's
That's
too
what
late.
you're saying.
Because you're gonna draft the one tech, and then you're gonna be mad at his ass, and he's not ready to stop the run. Just like I've been mad at Malachi Smith for going on 3 years.
Do you think they know that, and they might dedicate an earlier pick to it? You think that's possible?
How much earlier? Malachi Smith was the first round pick.
No, I'm talking about earlier than we assume this draft.
I mean,
because they like these defensive tackles in this draft.
They shouldn't.
A lot of people do.
I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't like them. I'm saying they shouldn't use a pick on a defensive tackle that early, because it doesn't matter how high you draft them, unless you're getting Jalen Carter or unless you're getting Mason Graham by some hook or crook method. You're just not worth it.
And I felt like we should have just went ahead and bought one. I've been screaming that for years too. Yeah, like if you don't draft them well, just buy one. Go ahead, Keystone.
You could have spent. You could have just paid for DJ Reader. You would have had your one tech sold up still.
DJ Reader is nice too. Y'all been talking about that. Yeah, like I was saying, you've been talking about it, landlord, for the last couple of years.
Yeah. If you can't, I just do it with logic. Like if you're not drafting them well, why not just buy one? You know what I'm saying? Like you done tried for years and years. Like you gotta be self-aware. It's like the Cowboys, sometimes we're not that good at being self-aware. Like you gotta evaluate yourself. Like it's several things that we know that we don't draft well. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot, but we have our deficiencies. Like in the second round, you might as well don't even look for production out of that player. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, it's rare.
Yo, Keystone, what do you know about Thor Griffith?
Not too much. It's a shame I overlooked him. Shout out to Pete. It's funny I had my eye on Jacory, but never had my eye on Thor Griffith. But the thing about him is when they played against my Kings, I didn't hear much of him. I was just going by at that time being when they played against my team who had the most buzz. And that's when I was looking at Jacory Brooks. But Thor Griffith, I daggone sure will be doing my homework on him because that's a super sleeper. Nobody talks about him. So again, shout out to Pete for that, man.
6'2", 320 pounds. He actually gets sacks. He had a season with 5 sacks, 3.5 sacks, and he had 3 sacks this year. A forced fumble, and 19 total tackles. So I don't know if he a one tech or a 3 tech though. He listed at 320, so he got the size to play out of position. He's not overtly tall, but
It depends on how you move.
It probably depends on how he moves. But hey, Thor, listen, if you get a fire-ass dude named Thor in Dallas, he'll sell jerseys.
That's his last name?
His first name is Thor, like the god.
Yeah, that's hard.
Now, if you get somebody like that, he actually good. You'll see the signs in the stand. It don't matter the position they play.
Yeah.
All right, he said Graham teammate is a good 3. Oh, you talking about Kenneth Grant?
Yes.
I want Graham, man. If I gotta get one of those boys, I think it's Graham.
Yeah, because Graham has more of a higher upside, if you ask me. Got the upside.
Yes.
Man, this wide receiver class, it shut down after a while. I'm looking at it. It's like after a while, it's like,
they all right.
You missed out.
It's all right.
You missed out. So we can't play around with these dudes.
Can't play around. We got to get it early.
Yes, it's a must.
Because
I'm looking at them now. Okay, to feel confident that they could possibly step in day one and contribute. I don't know if you can go past 10 or 11. I know they got on a good day 13, cause they got Torrey Horton Horton at 13, Kyle Williams at 12, and then Ellick at 11, then Bun at 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm really looking at 10 like impactful. Bun probably at 25 now.
I mean,
after the recent events.
I was just gonna say, because Isaiah Bun is finna fall off the face of the earth, then we might be all right.
I still spin the block. I'm sorry.
Listen, the
I'm
goal
spinning the block. I just want a dude that can play football.
The goal is first round wide receiver, but you know, like I still go Bun early and still go get Isaiah Bun. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Yeah, I think you can spin the block. You might be able to get Bun in the 5th right now.
Boy, he ain't gonna go undrafted, but he might be able to fall to the 5th.
You might be able to get him in about the 5th. That's such a steal. I'm telling y'all right now, that's a steal.
This is one of my guys, man. I love Jaden Higgins, man.
I do too.
Jaden's gonna be a first round pick.
He's gonna be in the 1st, bro. He going in the back of the 1st. He too good. He too good.
Gives me Johnny Wilson vibes.
Johnny Wilson was that super tall dude out of Florida State, wasn't
he? He was super tall. Jaden Higgins is pretty tall too.
He tall. He about 6'4", I think.
Catch radius. Their catch radius is insane, man.
Yeah. What I like about Higgins is he still move like a smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's very nimble, very elusive. Them my type of guys.
And he can
I want you to be able to get, you know what I'm saying? Give me some extra yards. I want you to be able to shake somebody. You know what I'm saying? Have a little wiggle in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the stiff guys. And Jaden Higgins reminds you, you forget that he's 6'4". Watching his tape, you forget he that tall. And he's just running around just like the smaller guys. And I like it. I think he's a monster for real.
He also has the lowest drop rate of all the wide receivers. Jaden Higgins' drop rate was only 1.4. Jack Beck's is 1.5. Travis Hunter 1.5. And these are the career drop rates, right? It's from 2022 to 2024. So if you're wondering, it's like the last 3 seasons, you know them boys ain't out there, you know, doing it, staying 4 years nowhere.
Man, they got Golden at the bottom.
Hey, at least he top 10.
Remember, Golden had a drop problem in Houston. He didn't have a drop problem this year.
Yeah.
Like, he had one of the best drop rates this year. But, you know, because he had 2 years of questionable drops, you know, that what brings his overall drop rate down.
Like you said, though, you shouldn't bury a kid for improving.
Exactly.
If he improved it, you gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like it comes with the territory. You should reward him instead of burying him if he improved.
That's kind of foolishness.
So you got to think about it like this, landlord. He wouldn't have been in the top 10 if he had stayed the same. This more show showing that, because this is, you know, it's not like a thought order. It's just what the percentages are in order.
Yeah.
So like he got to drop percentage to a point where he's top 10, and you know that's very commendable. I don't see Savion Williams' ass on here though. Do you?
Nah, I don't see Savion at all.
Oh, okay.
I see Trey Harris up there though. Ole Miss stand up.
These are the best. These are the cream of the crop right here though.
Yeah.
These the best receivers in the draft right here.
From the looks of things, especially when it's a pass shot rate, you better look at that, landlord, and stop playing.
Yeah, true.
Knowing that we already done had the last couple of years with our wide receivers, even our number 1 in drop balls. But everything was Dak's fault, right? Come on, you can't be serious.
No, we can't do that. So out of this list, from the guys that aren't the first rounders, out of this list, who would you want? So that would be like the Jack Betts.
I like Jalen Noel. I like Noel.
No, and then you said, and then Alec Ayamon is also on here.
I like him too.
So you can only choose one though, Lan, because I know you like Alec Ayamon. So between him, Jalen
what I'm
Noel,
picking him for the Cowboys?
Yeah, for the Cowboys.
I go with Alec. Jalen a slot.
I'm looking at Trey because he got deep threat abilities.
You know, I left Trey out because he's gonna be probably a first rounder too.
I about to say Trey and Horton kind of resemble each other, right? They story. Because they both coming off a big injury, and they both was projected to be good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now that's one player that's missing. But this the cream of the crop right here to me.
It is.
That's why you can't play around. And like after this list right here, you might as well not even draft.
Well,
in my opinion.
I'll say this. I got one guy that I am campaigning for in the later rounds. Andrew Armstrong out of Arkansas. I know that he is the biggest name, but he led the entire SEC in receiving yards. He's 6'4", ran a 4.5 at the combine, ran a 4.39 in his pro day. Amazing catch radius, and he averaged over 100 receiving yards per game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched his tape and I like him too. I really do like him. He moved well. He almost moved kind of like Higgins. To me, he almost reminds you of a off-brand Higgins. They resemble each other on the field, and he kind of give you some CeeDee Lamb vibes too.
It's a 2.
Yeah, with that number 2 and that burgundy, he kind of remind you of CeeDee. But I like the way how he uses size. He's kind of like real physical on the point of attack and all that. So, hey, I like him too. Armstrong kind of hard, bro. Real talk.
What you think about Andrew Armstrong, Keystone?
I didn't see as much of him, but I do got somebody. He went to Ole Miss too, and I remember watching his film against Arkansas. He killed y'all. He got good hands. He got a deep route. I know he's not as tall, but I'm liking Jordan Watkins. A lot of people really don't give him much of a buzz that he should be getting due to his deep threat ability in his hands, and he's versatile. He can play the outside and he can play the slot.
You said Jordan Watson is his name?
Jordan Watkins.
Okay, I'm going to have to check him out. But also, these are the highest graded wide receivers from the 2024 season. Andrew Armstrong was the 4th highest graded wide receiver out of all these folks. Jaden Higgins was number 1. Trey Harris, number 2. Jeremiah Smith, who not even draftable yet, was number 3. And then we got my boy Andrew Armstrong. When you average over 100 yards a game in the SEC, you know you had to grade out well because you played some dogs. You played all the best defenses. You played the best corners, and in his defense, he missed the game. He missed the game. He missed our first game against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Shout out to my boy Lou Takes. But yeah, he missed the first game against Arkansas Pine Bluff, and then he immediately had a 100+ yard game against Oklahoma State the next week. But this is a very interesting list because I do
have Brian up there out of Illinois. He's one of my guys. Physical.
I'll say for sure he's literally him. He looked like the eyeball on this list.
Who, Pat?
Andrew.
Oh, you like the oddball out the list?
Yes, and that's good though, cause like that show you how they sleeping on him. You know what I'm saying? You know everybody else for real, except for I'm not familiar with the Malachi Lemon dude, but
I don't think he's draftable yet anyway.
Pat Bryant, Jeremiah Smith ain't draftable yet either. But you see what I mean? Like Andrew Armstrong is the one that stands out. It's like he shouldn't be here because you don't know him like that. But that's impressive that he ranking that high right there.
Man, he really likes it. Huh?
Y'all saying off of 1 year, but hey, Jeremiah Smith was killing it though, fam.
And he right behind him. That's what we saying.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If he do it again next year, he's going to enter the draft.
He should. Like,
he should.
If you could go one and done, you know, if you could go one and done in college football, he would already be in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was like basketball, you only had to play one season. Jeremiah Smith would be wide receiver number 1 based on his size, athleticism, production, and coming off of helping his team win a national championship. You know what I'm saying? But I want us to be so good that it's be impossible to ever even think about getting the boy. Like, we need to be picking 32 next year somehow, some way, like hook or crook. You know,
why don't we just trade up and get him?
I mean, because nobody's gonna allow us to trade from 32 to top 5 to get that man.
Facts. I prefer Ryan Williams anyway. So screw him.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna stand on the table for Andrew Armstrong right now, man. And yes, I'm biased. I don't give a damn. Y'all know I'm from Arkansas. Y'all know Arkansas is my favorite team. I don't give a damn. Andrew Armstrong. If we can't get none of the top wide receivers, I want Andrew Armstrong. He has the size. He has the athleticism. He has the speed. He has the hands. If the man couldn't catch, I wouldn't be out here campaigning for the man. But he attacks the ball at his highest point. He takes full advantage of that wingspan and his frame. He's physical. He's a willing run blocker. He's everything you want in a wide receiver. The only reason y'all don't know about the man because he played at Arkansas. But any other wide receiver that led the entire SEC in receiving yards, y'all be on dick right now.
Cause everybody know Arkansas sorry as hell. That's what.
I need you.
My bad. Go ahead.
Hold on. I almost jumped through the damn TV, out through the screen, man. Like, hold on. This man was a little bit too disrespectful. Shit.
My fault. Go ahead.
You good, man. We're going to have shooters outside your house.
Hey, Arkansas is the best if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got an Arkansas jersey. But
See what I mean? Hold on. My boy T-Jack said Armstrong catch rate is a 67.8%. His drop rate is only 2.77. Analytics show him as a second-round prospect. They're viewing this man as a UDFA. Somebody going to get a steal.
They be getting it so wrong sometimes, y'all. That's why that's the reason why I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody but me. Real talk. Like I take a lot of our people's stuff into considerations. I ain't saying that, I know the people in our space do the work, but I'm not finna blindly trust nobody. I trust me and my eyes only. You know what I'm saying? He ain't tell me, hey, I seen this and seen that. I'm like, send it to me. You know what I'm saying? Then I look at it and then I'ma verify what he's seen. I'm not taking nobody's word for nothing. That's just how I am. Cause I know you got just as great a chance of being wrong as I do. You know what I'm saying? So if I'd rather be wrong on my own accord. I'm sorry.
That's them stat nerds.
That's how I am.
Them landlord. I believe it's the stat nerds.
Yeah. It gotta be they overthinking this. Cause look, if you use logic, if you go to a dude and say, okay, this man led his conference in receiving yards, shouldn't that make your antennas go up? Like, okay, we got to consider him as one of the best. He just dominated his whole conference. So now I'm finna look into him. Like, that should be some of the first signals you looking for. You looking for production? He has it. So why is you not paying it no attention?
Yeah.
So you got to be overthinking it. You got to be.
They're overthinking it. Size, athleticism, production, and production in the best conference. Y'all can't hype the SEC and say it's the best conference in college football, and then somebody leads everybody, in that conference receiving yards, and you don't pay no mind to it. It's stupid. Oh yeah, Rocket Sanders is another guy that used to be a former Razorback. There's a good running back prospect. He went to South Carolina. Yeah, he had South Carolina right now.
His worst game was against Clemson, but other than that, he had a solid year though.
They said we don't get a running back in the first three. They really sleeping on Rocket Sanders too. Yep. But you know
he's draftable.
Yeah, he coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
got him ranked pretty low though, landlord.
Might be the injury, but he healthy now.
It is, the injury.
Y'all got to think too. Some of these players, you know what I'm saying? It's so many players that's draftable. Some of these players just gonna get overlooked, man. They are. They're just gonna get overlooked. And it might not be due to the teams not liking them. It might just be a lack of information, or you know what I'm saying? It might just be I didn't have enough time to get to them. Cause listen, we know NFL teams got people that work and scouts and all that. These scouts ain't seeing every player, bro. I promise you they not. I promise you they not. They might get to, you know what I'm saying? Or they might go report and act like they got to every player. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got all of them. But I was like, nah, bro. Y'all sleep on some of these players, and it's going to be evident before long. I promise you that.
Due to me being a sleeper guy myself, I even look over a couple sleepers myself.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Griffith.
Mm-hmm. Also, to turn you on, landlord, Rocket Sanders is 230 pounds, and he ran a 4.46.
Shit.
as a running back.
Sound good to me.
Yeah.
See, I thought like as a scout, your first thing you that should get on your radar is production. Then after that, now you looking at the size, the strength, you know what I'm saying? The attributes of the player. Then you look at the competition. Like, it seems like it's a method to that. But in my opinion, it gotta be production. That's what gets you on the map. Production is what makes us stop. Like, hold on now. Who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he was doing. Let's see if it's valid. So it'd be weird to me when I see people with maximum production that still get overlooked. I don't understand that.
When you looking at production, especially in the running back class, nobody's talking about Trey Stewart out of Jacksonville State. This guy was top 5 in rushing. He was top 25 in yards per carry. I believe he was top 3 in yards total, if I'm not mistaken. I got to get back to that. But I do got it posted. But if y'all ain't sure of him, look up Trey Stewart out of Jacksonville State. And he went crazy against Western Kentucky in the CUSA final, the championship conference final. He went off that game. You don't look out for him, because we are talking production-wise.
Yeah.
Look out for him.
Indeed, man. And hey, like my boy Justin Kitchen said though, man, if you like the show, man, make sure y'all hit that Cash App. We in here cooking. I know we done named like 99 folks. Cause listen, especially my boy Keystone, he done named like 72 people I ain't never heard
He's
of.
a beast. He got me
boy,
looking up shit. I'm like, good Lord.
And listen, and they ain't no hoes either. I done looked at them boys like, oh, they really balling.
Yeah. That linebacker on my life, I'm finna go watch him when as soon as we get up out
As
here.
soon as the show is over,
I
I'm finna
promise
go
you
look
that.
good.
I gotta see this dude.
Yeah.
He got some monster numbers.
Receiver out of Arkansas, Henny. You gave me homework.
Well, appreciate it, man.
Andrew
Appreciate
Hart.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew liked that, man. So, you know, make sure y'all support though. Keystone Cash App is Tavis Banks, $ Tavis Banks. Landlords is Landlord 723, and mine is Henny the Moore, $ Henny the Moore. Hit those cash outs, hit those like buttons, hit those share buttons, man. We got a couple more prospects, man. But yeah, make sure y'all fund the show. We gonna keep
Make
rocking.
sure y'all look out for Keystone too, man, because he do a lot of work, and that's great for the space, man. So, you know, everybody got their role, and we appreciate what your contributions is to the space, man, for real.
Grateful.
Real shit. Real
Always
shit.
grateful. Thank you, my brothers. Thank you.
Indeed, man. Indeed. Now, let me see. Do I have more prospects on here? I thought I did. Let me take a look. No. I gotta go back. I gotta add some more. Keystone. Who else you got on the docket for me? You say a name, I'll put them in the show.
Looking at Edge, I know from what we were saying earlier, who can come in and take D-Law's spot. Okay, we supposed to be having Nealon. I'm with that. Now, Peyton Turner, I know he's supposed to be there. We got him. But in rotational pieces, I got a guy with high IQ, has a good bend, got natural hands, and he can definitely do some solidness against the run. And his name is Kyren Rucker out of North Carolina. He had a solid game against Clemson. I seen him.
All right, you said his name is what now?
Kyren Rucker
Out of North Carolina. He's an edge.
Hold on.
He can come in rotational, but I like his IQ. I like his bend. He got good hands.
I got him right here pulled up. He's been at North Carolina since 2020. Good Lord.
COVID year.
Yeah, and you know they gave you an extra year after that year.
Extra year eligibility, yeah.
And in 2021, he started 10 games, had 31 tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. In 2022, he came back. He only started 4 games, but he had 37 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, and 3.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles, and 1 pass defense. In 2023, he played 13 games, started 13 games, had 61 tackles, 15 tackles for loss is impressive, and 8.5 sacks is impressive as well, 1 forced fumble, and 1 pass defense. And now this year, 2024, he only started 7 games. He only played 8. He had 30 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 6 sacks, and that's in only 7 games. So That's pretty impressive. And 2 pass
And
defense
and
and 1 interception.
I mean, the Dallas Cowboys were trying to look. Dallas Cowboys were trying to look at a dude that only averages 1.5 sacks a year. So
Yikes.
Yeah, because he's a good athlete. I don't like that. But
Shout
also,
out to Justin for the cash out, man. We appreciate you.
I was just gonna say, shout out to Justin Kitchen on my end as well, man. Thank you for the cash out. You always been a great supporter, showing love, helping keep the lights on. So thank you, man. I appreciate you for everything you do, my boy.
Absolutely.
Let's see. I think I found him. And I'm finna get him in here now. Hold on. Boom. It should populate now. There it go. Okay.
They say he was a 3-star recruit coming out of Rucker. I mean, no, his name is Rucker. He was a 3-star recruit. 62 ranked strong side defender in 2020 recruiting class, and number 128 recruiting in Georgia. So he ranked up there.
Also, Keystone, you gotta accept Justin Kitchen's cash app. It's pending, so you gotta accept it.
Okay, I get to it. When I get off, I'll check it. Thanks a lot, Justin. I appreciate it.
Indeed, man. Indeed. So yeah, man. I listen, and I may sound crazy. I understand the thought process of drafting physicality, because there's some things you can't teach. Some people have God-given ability. You can't teach the level of strength and explosiveness that somebody like Shamar has, right? But at the same time, production is what matters. Because those physical gifts have never led to 2 sacks in a single season for this man. He's never had 2 sacks in a season before. So I would rather get the person that already knows how to rush the passer, who already knows how to use spin moves and already knows how to use hand placement, already know how to use bend and has counter moves and all the other stuff in their bag already. I would rather have that than just an athlete that I gotta teach how to play football.
True. You got a mold of clay that you gotta shape into a football player. Give me the football player that I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather the other way around.
S rush box, you better get that and stop playing.
That's what I'm saying, man. Said Savion Jones from LSU.
He's in my fouls too. Another dog. I seen him. What put me on to him is when I seen how crazy he was at the Senior Bowl. When I seen that, I said, "Who is this dude?" Then I started looking at his film. I said, "Oh yeah, you in my fouls." Come on, Savion.
He said Jared Ivey from Ole Miss is nice as well. Matter of fact, there's another player from LSU that I like, the right tackle. His name escapes me right now, though.
But the thing about Jared Ivey, he's in my fouls. But the thing about him is they got him labeled a 3-4 guy, though.
They got him labeled what now?
They got him labeled a 3-4. Jared Ivey, he's in my fouls too. I like him. He another one with a good bend that know how to get to the quarterback. But hey, we'll see, because everybody don't be on tap with everything. But hey,
what traits you look for in an edge? What's like your top trait that you like?
my traits is more than just the frame, but if you can put your finger in if you can put your 3 fingers in the grass and get off the snap. Because we're a 4-3 defense. In order to be a 4-3, you got to learn how to put your fingers in the dirt and snap off. If you can't do that, then I can't have you in my 4-3.
Yeah, I like that. I like Ben. I feel like Ben is what make you elite or different. Because it's almost some sci-fi shit. When you see somebody, you know what I'm saying, one of them special pass rushers being around the edge, you be like, what? It don't even look real. So
if you can't bend, you can't play.
You gonna be a monster. You gonna be hard to deal with. You're gonna be hard to deal with.
Keep it a buck.
Yeah. So I look for that as that elite trait. If I can see you doing that, I'm sure you can get around an offensive lineman and get to the football. So that's one of my favorite traits that I look at. I want to see do he got some elite bend. Now, you can still pass rush without being. You'll have to be a technician then, in my opinion. You'll have to be somebody who know how to be flawless with the handwork and stuff like that. So, but natural athleticism, that's what I look for when it comes to an edge rusher, and that's being for me.
All right, so I'm finna load in something for y'all. Since we're talking about pass rushers and being and getting after the quarterback, I'm finna load in the top pass rush win rates from last season in college football, and we're gonna take a look at some of the names associated with them. Some of them are sleepers, and some of them aren't. But this gives a good metric on who actually was winning last year.
Think about what you said though. We finna do some scouting, but what we starting with?
The production.
Exactly. Continue. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I pick up what you're putting down.
You feel me? Like, this is common sense stuff. Like, what else would you start with?
All right. And this ain't pretty, but we're going to look at it, man. So, pass rush win rate percentage last college football season. Rashawn Gary, 14.5. Kingsley and Bear, 22.7. I don't know how to pronounce the other man's name. So, James Pierce, 23. It's the boy from Tennessee. He won.
He's doing a 30 visit with the Cowboys right now as we speak.
He did. Now listen, I got to say this. As much as I hate Shamar Stewart, he looked like he did win quite a bit. He just didn't get sacks.
Yeah. That's circumstantial though. You'll have to watch the tape to see why he didn't get them. You know what I'm saying? But pressure rates, you know what I'm saying? I rock with pressure rates too, because I want to know how consistently you winning. And that's important as a pass rusher. That means you can speed that clock up on a quarterback. You might be able to get them off platform. And every quarterback just can't make accurate throws off platform like that, or feeling like they clock sped up. That's how you get them to make errors and interceptions and stuff like that. You need that pressure. Pressure bust pipes, we already understand that.
Facts. Let's see. Jordan Bush.
Jordan Burke, keep in my house.
Shout out to Landon Jackson. Woo Pig. That's another Arkansas Razorback. The boy is he actually from here where I live at. He actually from the Texarkana area. Went to school at PG. He's a projected second round pick. Some people had him as a late first round pick at one point, but his claim to
arms and he's disruptive.
Yeah, his claim to fame. He had a 3-sack game against Alabama.
Crazy. That's what turned me on to him that game. He was very disruptive.
Well, I don't like him. How about that? Screw him. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Shit. What the hell wrong with him?
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, but it's been a good show, man. It's been an hour and a half of some premium content, man. We'll have Keystone on again very soon, man, because we'll have more sleepers to talk about. We'll just rock out and talk about some good prospects, man, before the draft happens. But I'm going to take this down so we can give our final words, man. What all do y'all want to add on our way out of the building, man?
Well, if I go, I'll just say this. When you a Cowboy fan, and we are the Dallas Cowboys, how we operate, we usually make our hay in the weeds of the draft like this. You know what I'm saying? We do the digging in the crates, the every nook and cranny. You know what I'm saying? Every single method will be explored the way we try to build our team. So this is an important show in that regard. You got to think about it like, we love the UDFAs. Every year, the Cowboys have a UDFA we be excited about. We be like, yeah, the UDFA, you know what I'm saying? We be like, this UDFA. We got to really pay attention to the UDFA class when you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, the way we like to operate. So, yeah, this is a real critical show for our team building in the way that we like to operate. You might have to go check out some of the UFL guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Cowboys just like to operate like that, man. So, I feel like this was a good time to do a show like this. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys need to be highlighted, not too much. You know what I'm saying? So we can still get them. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to make them popular like that, so the Cowboys can get them. But yeah, this was an important show for the space. Shout out to Keystone for helping us out with some of these sleepers, and we appreciate it.
Indeed, man. Keystone, what's your final thoughts, my brother?
My final thoughts is going into this draft, knowing we got so many potholes in the pavement. We can't drive down the street with all these potholes going.
Facts.
That's the
Tell the
problem.
whole crowd.
So try to get as many trade downs as possible. I know this might sound crazy to some of you fans out there, but I'm cool with that because we got some positions that's being overlooked in this draft class that we could pick up. And knowing we still ain't got no 4th round, we need to be trying to get that back. Because after the 3rd, I'm not trying to wait over 100 some odd picks to get to the next pick. Try to get that in between, or try to get a couple in between before we even get to the 5th round. So my final word is try to get as many trade downs as you can get so we can try to fill in as many potholes as we can get. And for with that being said and done, I want to thank Benny. I want to thank Landlord for their time, for allowing me to be a part of this movement. And all y'all in the chat, grateful for all of y'all. I love y'all, man. I love what I do. Now let's go out there in this draft, Keystone, and let's make it another successful season as the 5th. Signing out.
Amen. And hey, it's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. Thank all y'all for y'all continued support, the love, the cash apps, the shares, the likes, the time you spent. You could have been, listen, this Sunday, y'all could have went back to church. Y'all could have went on a nice Sunday afternoon drive, you know, let your top down, enjoy the nice air and the weather. But you chose to be here with us, man, listening to us to talk Dallas Cowboys football and talk about draft prospects you ain't never heard of. That's love right there, man. We appreciate y'all for everything y'all do for us, man. Y'all the realest, the trillest, and man, we can't do this without y'all. And hey, thank all y'all for helping me reach 3,000 subs again. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep pushing. Also, shout out to my boy Pete, man. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Thank you for rocking with me.
He was very incisive on some of them comments he made, too.
Insightful, man.
I don't know if I ever seen him either, but hey, make sure you sub and log in and holler at us, man. He was dropping some names and everything.
Yeah,
we appreciate stuff like that.
Yeah, keep rocking with us, man. We appreciate you, bro. And yeah, man, just continue to show love, continue to support. And in the words of my brother West Coast Cowboy, never look down because the star is up. Peace.